Hey, uh, I still hate America. Um, so Leonard Fishburne, my uncle, he killed a Ukrainian woman. One of my friends' moms. Apparently, I mean, I don't have any proof or documentation, but he did that. Saw the boy cry right in front of me while I was at school. All the adults in my life were really sex trafficking children. Today I found out that everybody in my life has been an actor for the government, an actor for deceivious motives and liars. Everybody in this town knew about my sisters. Nobody cared. Nobody cared that they were sex trafficked. Definitely all the adult males knew about it. And it's sad. And it's twisted and it's messed up. And it's like the same stuff I experienced in California when I went to elementary school, and it's sad. It's really sad to be born in an evil family, and then you're the only one sticking up for the innocence of these children, throughout your life. I have my faults and I have my wrongs, but it's disheartening to see so much corruption and lies and racism here in America, fake promises and manipulation, especially by people in the mafia, Ukrainian, Russian governments, CIA, whatever you have it, it's sad. And what are you supposed to do about it? Talk about it, fight it, get a lawyer. I don't know. Talk about it on YouTube, Facebook. Everybody thinks I'm crazy, which is fine. I've always been labeled that, you know. But it's sad that people use my truth in my life to manipulate, their truths. That's what my uncle did. That's what my grandpa did, and I'm pretty sure that's what my grandma did too. So it's sick. It's disgusting. I don't know. I really don't have hope for America. And I don't want to have hope for America. I really don't. I'm at my grandfather's grave, and his mom's somewhere out here, and I don't even care to look for that woman. I really don't. You know, I guess she tried her best, in the depression and stuff, but I don't know. She was poor. She had no family. You know, her husband died young from drinking alcohol. You know, yeah, and then just to see that my kids' father was really just a pawn thrown at me by his stupid dad when I was in rehab, you know, um, and somehow brought one of my sisters into it is really disgusting, and I feel even stupider for even forgetting about that incident in the first place, and I don't know. I'm just I'm sickened by human beings, you know? I don't really see how God is in all of this. I really don't. But I feel and I know that I guess there might be like some kind of storm or tornado in Salina, you know? I don't want to pray against that. I really don't. I don't care if it gets leveled. I don't care if people die. I mean, of course I do, but I mean, but also I don't. I just kind of feel like this town is evil. I just have evil experiences in this town, you know? A lot of resentments and hate. Does it make me feel better that everybody that has died in my family is in hell? Yeah, it makes me feel a little bit better, but I mean, it doesn't change how I feel though, you know? I still hate them. I hate all that stuff that happened in California. Hate all this manipulation and stuff that I had to deal with growing up in Kansas. I still hate Kansas. But everywhere I go, you know, there's always a drug house, or definitely more than 3, you know, on one block, you know, and then I assume, just from my prior knowledge of growing up, that, you know, my neighbors were sex trafficking children, you know, and they moved out pretty quickly, cleaned up, got rid of the car and everything, you know, and just, I don't see hope for America. I really don't. I don't see, like, I'm sorry that this is from the government, you know, that we failed. I don't see, and I'm sorry. Yes, this is what we've done. I don't see repentance. Uh, that's that's not up to me. I'm not God, you know. Um, I just see people trying to mask whatever they're hiding, you know. Um, I don't think I'm ever gonna trust anybody ever again. I feel like that's a healthy thing, you know. Um, all I get is lies and manipulation from people, you know. Um, and that's fine, you know. People are ugly, disgusting human beings. Like, God has showed me his hurt, you know, that he's felt from humans, you know, and what they do to him and how they treat him, and I understand that. You know, it's just it's sickening to see even people stand up for child molesters in my own family, and yet I'm the crazy one when somebody's in prison, you know. And I come out to this grave, which is fine, like a vase of flowers is gone. I don't care. I took away everything and threw it away, you know. Even my uncle's second wife seemed like she was like an actor in all of it. And she's got a tattoo of a dolphin on one of her ankles, and she's like, "Oh, I love dolphins," you know. I don't know, like Leonard talked to a lot of women. You know, in my mind, it just makes me think that she's trying to mask whatever was going on at Dameron Dolphin Elementary School. But you know, it's here nor there. You know, it's but I definitely remember comments that she made at one Christmas, and I stood up in front of all those people, even the children, And I told them, you guys are going to go to hell one day, you know? And so, yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad Leonard is dead. You know, I'm glad his tyranny over me is gone. You know, and it's sad to mock that, you know, his wife and his family are going through a hard time, but that man caused a lot of harm to a lot of different people. Same with Julie McMahon, you know. I don't want to say that's karma, but I mean, you try to trust men and they just mess you up and they lie to you and they cause destruction. So yeah, I'm staying away from my family. That includes my brother Derek Wynn, you know. I don't know. Anyone that comes into my life is always manipulative and has ulterior motives. You know, they use whatever they know about me or my family to their advantage. I presume to get off legal charges. I don't really know, but yeah, people suck. The White House sucks. You know, the president couldn't even read out of the Bible. He just read off a prompt. You know, get the holy water through reading it. You know, at least that's in my opinion. But I don't know. God's got him in the White House for some reason. You know. And then yeah, like I'm trying to stand up for integrity and truth, you know, especially through all this. And like having memory, recollection of my childhood and things, and I'm just viewed as I'm crazy, you know. It's fine. It's not gonna change, you know. It hurts and sucks that, you know, people don't believe in God and don't believe in the Bible and they just believe in self and witchcraft or whatever it is, and I don't know, just covering up their own sins, you know. My older brother really should have gotten um, life in prison, but because somebody had compassion on him, he was able to get a plea deal, you know. So whenever he gets out, I'm gonna have to deal with that drama because he's still married to his wife, you know. Um, she's got charges for intimidating witnesses in the case, and my mom should have gotten some too. She's in hell now, you know. Like I hate people that are just after money for sure. And that's all that Jolene was after. It's just money, you know. At least in my opinion. But I'm not perfect. Everyone in this town plays games. You know, they don't hold honesty, and there's racism from everybody. Um, Catholic church on the street, judge, doesn't matter, cops. Luckily, like I'm a person that I don't like to be mad. It makes me rotten, you know. Um, Hopefully I let it go. I don't know why I'm out here again, but this place tries to calm me down. I don't know. I think the vase is still there. I made a wild assumption. Now, the only people that love me are God, Jesus, and Mary. I'm okay with that. I'd rather have their love than the false love I get from the world. That breaks your heart. That's what we give God and Jesus, you know? And He continues to love us anyway.